Hi everybody, Andrew Hutchings with you here today. Still not a doctor, still might be a doctor in the future. Walking back and forth because I'm feeling a little sick after doing legs. Today I'm going to tell you about, does increasing strength or does strength training correlate with size? Are they the same? Are they different? When you increase strength, do you increase size? When you increase size, do you increase strength? The answer is no, they're not the same. There is some overlap. So basically, you can increase strength without increasing size because you simply better learn how to use what you already have. You have your muscles that you already have, and normally you're not using all of them, or you're not using them as well as you could. I mean, you're probably not using all of them, that's for sure. But the amount of them that you are using, you could also use that amount that you're using of them better. So when you increase your strength, you're using those existing muscles to a greater extent. You're using more of the ones you already have, and you're using them better, making better contractions, stronger contractions. And when you increase size, you're building more muscle, like you're making more muscle fibers, making the muscle fibers bigger. Same thing basically. I know there's stuff about, I read it when I was little at least, like there's a difference between making new muscle fibers and making the ones you have bigger. But I mean, you're adding more biological mass, so I see it as the same thing pretty much, but maybe I should look more into it. So when you lift really heavy weights, like I like to do curls with like 135 or 140, 50, whatever, those really don't increase size very much. They can, but they don't tend to, because when you're lifting such heavy weight, you're not focused so much on the mind-muscle connection, and you're not giving it enough time to tear the optimal amount of fibers. Like if you just quickly lift something, yeah, it's going to tear some fibers, but it's not going to tear as many as you would tear if you were lifting it for a longer amount of time. So when I go and I lift those really heavy, like 135 curls, I'm forcing maximal CNS, central nervous system activation through my nerves into my arms, using those muscles really well, getting great contractions out of the fibers. And I'm able to lift that weight, and you can train your system to be able to lift heavier and heavier weights. But what's better for size, if you want size, is to lift it slower, better mind-muscle connection, and as they call it, I don't like using these catchphrases like time under tension. It's really just giving it enough time to tear a lot of muscle fibers. That's why, like at the end of your set, you say you do some curls. When you go to put it back on the rack, like lift it up to put it on the rack, and don't put it on the rack yet. Just hold it there for a while. Or like when you're done with your curls, don't set it down, rest, then pick it up later and put it back. If you're done with your curls, it can be down here, but that still takes some tension to hold it there. Just hold it there while you walk over to the rack, then lift it up as long as you can, then set it down. Because that time under tension stuff is real. Now, so yeah, strength and size are different. Now you can improve strength while improving size, that's for sure. And when you improve your size, you do improve your maximal amount of strength you can output. Now you don't necessarily increase your strength when you increase your size, but you increase your strength capacity, because more muscle fibers means that if that larger amount of muscle fibers was activated to 100%, that's bigger than if a lesser amount of muscle fibers was activated to 100%. So I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, and remember, you can hire me as a coach. You can hire me for a diet plan, training plan, strength plan, whatever kind of plan, consultation, advice, whatever. Check out my Instagram, nat_true_fit.